morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, is the mic working? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so I'm Dr. Joe. I'm subbing for Jill Ponce, who has had an injury to her knee. And so we have a core group of people on platform, and so she was able to text out last night and ask if there was somebody who was in town. I happen to still be in town. And so this morning she sent me everything. So we'll go through and see what we can do today. So first of all, let's thank the flowers. Jeanne sent us beautiful flowers, and you can see them. They're just beautiful. I can smell them from here too. So this is wonderful. So turn to your neighbor and say, welcome on this Thanksgiving week. Welcome to Sunday.
Welcome on Thanksgiving. Welcome, you guys.
Thank you. It is a really week to be thankful for a lot of the things that are our blessings and our gifts that we receive. So thank you all for being here. All right, we have an opening song this morning from
Got pictures.
Cerise. So she's ready to go, and the opening song is right here. Oh, that's so wonderful. I had to go into work that day, so I was way down in Tempe. So, oh, that's nice. All right, did you enjoy it and have fun?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. I didn't realize you had that. Now we'll hear from Cerise. Okay. There you go.
Hello. Okay, we're going to sing together. Today is the last Sunday I'm singing anywhere in the valley for the year. And so I decided we're going to do a whole bunch of sing-alongs together. You want to sing with me? Let's do it. This one is one I wrote called My Day for a Miracle. The words are going to be up here. And when you get it, you can sing along if you don't already know it, okay? Okay. No more worries, no more doubts. Today's my day for a miracle. Gonna get up, dance and shout. Today's my day for a miracle. Today's the day Lord has made. This is my day. Today's my day for a miracle. Today's my day for a miracle. Accepting only the best for me. Today's my day for a miracle. Living my life so full and free. Today's my day for a miracle. Today's the day the Lord has made. This is my day. Today's my day for a miracle. Today's my day for a miracle. Giving more of myself today. Today's my day for a miracle. 'Cause what I give comes back my way. Today's my day for a miracle. Today's the day the Lord has made. This is my day. Today's my day for a miracle. Today's my day for a miracle. Today's my day for a miracle. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Thank you. That was wonderful. Okay, so do we have any guests here today? Could you introduce your guest, or would you like to
This is my
introduce
daughter Shauna, my youngest of four. She lives here in Phoenix. I brought her daughter last time, my granddaughter, 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Welcome to Sun Lakes. Or Unity of Sun Lakes, I should say. All right, let's see. Let's look at our welcome. We did a welcome. We have our I think our statement, our next statement here. Can you pull it up for us? The vision? All together.
Around oneness where all people are free and encouraged to express their divine potential.
And the mission. Here's our mission statement.
Unity Church of Sun Lakes is a spiritual community of love and light that is dedicated to the expansion of our community as taught by Jesus Christ and other master teachers. We commit our time, talents, and tithes to inspire more love and peace in our world.
Thank you, God. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, let's see. Oh, we didn't welcome the internet guests, right? Did we? We have to welcome anyone who's with us virtually. So turn around and wave to the camera and say welcome, welcome. Very good. Very good. And so we have a welcome blessing, right? Very good. You ready?
Yes.
We love you,
Love you.
bless you, and we welcome you.
Thank you very much. All right, let's see. We have an opening prayer by Barb Castro.
Well, I'd just like to say, on my way here, I've been sick all week. And on my way here, I asked Rich to make sure he looked at the calendar to see which day I was supposed to say the opening prayer. Because I have this prayer all picked out. It's a beautiful prayer from the Circle of Fire by Domingo Ruiz, who is my whatever. Anyway. But I wanted to still try to do a prayer about something that's come up for me personally this week. And I also want to say that for some reason, I'm very grateful. I was thinking of Jeanne, and here she is. I hadn't seen her for a while. And I love Cerise, and here she is. And of course, I love Jeanne, and she didn't send a substitute. And I love Helen, and I love the rest of you. So I'm really very, very grateful for the camaraderie that I have in the church, and I'm sorry that I missed the picnic. And I'm very grateful for Julia, who always tries to help everybody, and she was scrambling around trying to find me a prayer. But I'm going to do a prayer. I'd like everybody to close your eyes right now, and I want to focus, all of us to focus on gratitude. And it turns out it's going to be Thanksgiving also. I want us to take a breath, and think of something outside in nature that we're grateful for. And just take a deep breath and hold it in and smile. And then I want us to think of something that we have at home, any kind of object, any kind of thing that we're really grateful that we have. And take a deep breath picturing this and smile in your heart with gratitude. And I want us to think also in gratitude of this community that we have here, as small as it is, how grateful we are that we have it, and take a deep breath when we picture the community and express gratitude in our hearts. And lastly, something that's been on my mind as Thanksgiving approaches is I'd like us all, while we take a deep, deep breath, to dream and be grateful for a vision of gratitude in the world, to see nations joining hands and making this one world, and making this a happy world and a cooperative world, and living gratitude for each life that is, and each and every person, and all the diversity and everything that we have. And take a deep breath as we are grateful for a peaceful world and take a big smile with the gratitude we feel in our hearts for this vision. And thank you all. Amen. I know that I'm supposed to say something that's,
And so it
well,
is.
that's what it is or something.
And so it is.
Thank you, Barbara. So Kay, we have Kay who's going to read the daily word for us today.
Thank you. Oh, what a wonderful morning it is. This is fabulous. Okay, it's Sunday, and the daily word for today is guidance. Divine guidance clears and lights my way. I am divinely guided moment by moment, breath by breath. With certainty and assurance, I go forth to do what is mine to do, trusting all things are working for good. Even during the most trying times, through my faith, I am assured all is well, regardless of appearances, just as the sun shines after a storm. In times of uncertainty, I turn within, pray, and enter the silence where I can better discern the still small voice within me. Then I relax and pay attention to my intuition. I listen deeply to my soul's calling. I am open and receptive to the many ways my guidance manifests. Knowing and claiming my oneness with God, I dare to reach for my dreams. With unshakable faith, I go forth, expecting to receive clear guidance and direction from the Christ within me. And from the Psalms, chapter 32, verse 8, I will instruct you and teach you the way you should go. It's beautiful.
Thank you very much. That's really beautiful. All right, let's say the Unity of Sun Lakes prayer. So let's say it together. Unity of Sun Lakes is a beacon of love and light. We welcome all with open hearts and open arms to express their divine potential. We come together in oneness in creating peace, health, and happiness in our church community and the world. Divine order guides our church as it prospers and grows, providing healing, love, hope, and friendship to all. And so it is. So we have the next song with our wonderful guest teachers.
That wasn't it. Okay, we're going to get ready for our meditation and sing together. In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love
Thank you so much. It's a wonderful song. It really touched our hearts, I think, as we're here. Okay, come forward. We have our cast. I know. Reverend Junior. She's going to use the other microphone. Okay, thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving week. Is this on?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Good morning. This little meditation is from the booklet, The Prayer for Protection from Unity. They have booklets for everything, every month, everywhere, and they're all free. So go to unity.org, shop free booklets. And this is a nice booklet. I read this at the prayer group on Wednesday, and I thought, this might make a very nice meditation. This is called The Experience of Love from Reverend Bonte Colbert. Take a moment to say, think about this line from the Prayer for Protection. The love of God enfolds me. Close your eyes and repeat it slowly, focusing on each word. The love of God enfolds me. Wow, the warmth. Wow. What does saying this phrase feel like for you? A warming hug. Being snuggled in a toasty comforter. Having a protective, supported bubble of love around you. Its power lies partly in what it means to you and how it makes you feel. Now go deeper and center in the moment, clearing away any busy thoughts, relaxing any tension in your body. And if you're able to stretch your arms, gently shake your hands out a bit. And then wrap your arms around yourself in a hug, a gentle squeeze. Imagine yourself cozy in the comforter, bubble, or the image of your choice. Repeat the prayer's phrase while picturing yourself enfolded in the love of God. This is not a love that travels to you from somewhere out there, but rather it is a supportive love emanating from the divine essence within you. Bask in the depth of its gifts, peace, encouragement, comfort, and strength. God's love is given to us freely. It is pure, without judgment. It is not parceled out according to some valuation of our worth. We are worthy of divine love, no matter what. We can receive it despite any self-judgment we may hold, any regrets, any error thinking, or any poor choices we feel we've made. It flows to us whether or not we've been loving to others. The love of God is ours to receive, and we are doubly blessed because we have the divine awareness to acknowledge it and the capability to send it forward to others. Do you have concerns about a dear one or someone in your prayer list? Picture them wrapped in love as you say the prayer for protection for them. Hold the assurance that they are, too, are warmly enveloped in God's love. Send the thought, the love of God enfolds you, out to the entire world. Picturing all people wherever they are, whatever they're doing, receiving the gift of the presence, the power, and the light and love of God. Does that even seem possible? It is, because the love of God enfolds you. And so it is.
That's what I wanted to say. Thank you.
And so it is, I let it go, release my word into the flow. I let it be. I let it grow, and I know that it is so. Yes, I know that it is so. And so it is. I let it go, release my word into the flow. I let it be, I let it grow, and I know yes, I know that it is so, and so it is. I let it go, release my word into the flow. I let it be, I let it grow, and I know that it is so. Yes, I know that it is so. And I know that it is so.
Whoa, let's all take a breath. That was beautiful.
Acapella.
I asked her to do that song and she didn't have a track. I said, so? Oh, she said, so? I love that song. So we're halfway through the month of November and halfway through our journey of transformation this month. So last week we spent time clearing away debris that keeps us separate from who we really are. Clutter of things. How many of you got to clear some clutter? Awesome.
I did.
I do too. It feels so good. Maybe cleared away some resentment, hurts, anger, anything that we know deep down that's creating a block in the flow of life, in and as and through us.
This was external and internal work this week. And we also know that it is not just 1 week of work. However, we entered into it in a focused way with the intention to keep clear. We also move from clearing into the calling, realizing that we are all called for something bigger in this world. Something bigger than we thought. Not bigger necessarily in the way that the world sees it, but bigger in the way it gives us meaning and purpose in our lives. We see a beautiful example of this in the life of our master teacher, Jesus, when he was in the temple, astounding those who had been teaching for years. He's 12 years old, and when his parents, who have lost him for a while, came looking for him and said something to the effect of, "There you are! What are you doing here and not with us?" I mean, you can imagine. He said, "Know ye not that I must be about my Father's business? Don't you know there's a call in me that's different from what you out there in the world think it should be?" He was in his spiritual adolescence. And we have a spiritual adolescence shift when we begin to be aware that we are called for something different than the things we may have thought. Called to bring real meaning and real purpose into our life. So our work last Sunday and all this past week was to deepen into the understanding of what is currently calling us as we creatively align with Love's Leaning, which was our acronym for the call. So that's where we've been. I didn't get your name. What's your name again?
Shauna.
Shauna, that's where we've been all week. Today we're going to talk about a place we sometimes arrive at as transformation begins to happen in us. As we experience the newness of a transformed life, we may not be completely comfortable in our own skin. We may not yet quite know how to navigate life in this new way. As I was preparing this lesson, I wanted to give us a perspective from which we can understand this time of transition. I wanted to provide a framework for understanding this seeming gap between living from who we thought we were living from to who we really are. To learn who we are without our stories or without our history, and to live from the powerful expressions of God that we really are. There is a great analogy here for navigating this transition. So if you're not a sports lover, please forgive me. For 18 years, Aaron Rodgers played for Green Bay Packers. I'm a cheesehead. And then in one moment he was traded to New York, to the New York Jets. So he is no longer a Packer, he's now a Jet. For 18 years, he has worn that yellow, white, and green uniform. He knows all the plays. He knows the players and their families. He knows the playbook. He knows the back roads to the Green Bay. He knows how to get to the arena. He has the keys to get into the deepest places in that arena. He knows all the best restaurants in town, and he also owns his own home there. He was a Green Bay Packer, tried and true. and suddenly a transformation has taken place, and he is now a New York Jet. Imagine what it takes to have to go from thinking, I'm a Green Bay Packer, into, I'm a New York Jet. What must be done? As you and I think about this, it has some reference to what it means for us when we recognize a transformation has occurred. I'm not who I thought I was. I was playing a role separate from God. I was playing a role that there's something wrong with me. I was playing a role that I don't have all that it takes. I was playing the role that I need to get my love or security out there. I was playing the role of being small. I know that one very well. I did that for many years. I was playing the role, basically, all of those mean I was being separate from God. And then we have a realization, which is a big part of unity teachings. We have our realization, and a transformation takes place. And we begin to realize that we are not who we thought we were. We are not that role. We are a new being. And it takes a while to catch up to that. You don't know all the back roads here. You haven't read the playbook yet. You don't know what the right key is. And you don't know what unlocks what. But if you're Aaron Rodgers, you don't come out on game day in New York and sit on the bench and say, I don't really feel like a Jet yet. I still feel like a Packer, so I can't really play today. Maybe someday I'll feel like a Jet and I'll play then, but I can't play today. And then what happened to him? Hurt his Achilles heel, and he can't play. There's no therapist on the bench. Who's going to help Aaron Rodgers feel like a Jet? He just has to be one. He has to suit up and show up. He has to put on a uniform. And there's something very empowering about that concept. So I want to say it again. He just has to suit up and show up. You don't have to wait for your feelings to catch up, for you to just go out and do the things that you need to do here. You just assume that you can do it. You can put on the gear. It really isn't different from what you've been wearing. It just has a different image in it. You can put it on because you step into it. You don't wait until you feel like it. You get a new perspective about it. And it really is all about putting things into perspective. To illustrate, a young woman went off to college. After being there for a couple of semesters, she wrote to her parents this letter. Dear Mom and Dad, I'm sorry I haven't written lately, but all my things were destroyed in the dorm fire. My eyes are almost completely healed now. And the doctor assures me that my lungs are not permanently damaged from the smoke. While the dorm is being rebuilt, I have moved in with my boyfriend. I think you meant Ray. It's Roy, when you were down for Parents' Weekend. He was the one that had green hair and safety pins in his nose. I know how much you've always wanted grandchildren. So you'll be happy to know I'm expecting a baby by the end of the summer. Then the letter goes on. You'll also be happy to know that there was no fire in the dorm. My eyes are not damaged, and my lungs are fine. I'm not living with Roy, who's not even my boyfriend. And I'm definitely not pregnant. I did, however, receive a D in English and an F in French. And I wanted to be sure that you placed this information in the proper perspective. What does it mean to put things in the proper perspective? In the New Testament, we find Paul writing about what proper perspective is. He calls it the mind of Christ. In Philippians chapter 2, verse 5, he writes, "Let this mind be in you, which is also in Christ Jesus." St. Paul said, we have the mind of Christ, which means that each one of us has immediate access to the intelligence of the universe. Proper perspective is to put on this mind, to realize and therefore gain access to the intelligence and the power and the creativity and the love of the universe. And what happens when we do this? Well, here's another example. On the Sea of Galilee, the waves were boisterous. The disciples were terrified. Yet Jesus was asleep at the bottom of the boat. And they woke him up. And I don't know about you, but I'm not my sharpest when I first wake up. And yet he walks to the very end of the boat and he says, "Peace, be still." And everything calmed down. Everything. They say, who is this man that even as he first wakes up, the winds and the waves obey his command? The Christ mind, the perspective we have on life, is a way of orientating yourself so that when your daughter sends you a letter that says she's gotten a D and an F, and without hearing all those other things, which are not even real, it's held in context, in perspective. Let's deal with a D and an F, but they are just circumstances. The mind of Christ, or in our unity terms, we would say right thinking, says to those winds and those waves, "Peace, be still." You put on a mantle, you put on a uniform, because it has been given to you by the one who has given you life. So how do you know? Are you breathing? It has been given to you. You have been given the Holy Spirit of life. And so it is putting on the mind of Christ. So what does it take to put on the mind of Christ? What does it take for Aaron Rodgers to say, "I'm not a Packer, I'm a Jet"? And what does it take to show up as a Jet? To renew the mind again and again and again. And once again, Paul comes to the rescue with some wonderful counsel. At Philippians chapter 4, verse 8, he says, "Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report. If there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things." So we go within and put on the mind of Christ by thinking that which is true and noble and good and praiseworthy. And if our thoughts move to things that are not, we say no to those thoughts. We practice mindful awareness, presence of the mind of God, of the mind of Christ. The things to which we might react are thousands, right? The techniques to not react are few. Be present. Do not auto-respond to anything that disturbs you. If you have an urge, resist until the urge passes. And may I add, distract yourself from reacting. Do 4-part breath. Hold it in for 4. Inhale for 4. Hold it in for 4. Breathe out for 4. Hold it out for 4. And you just repeat that process until you no longer feel like reacting. I'm really talking about self-discipline here. The beginning of spirituality is self-discipline. That's what all the masters taught. Until you can master yourself, you have no possibility of going any deeper. Spirituality is being comfortable in that uncomfortable state. And this, my friends, is how we navigate our transformation. So last week, you were to spend time inviting forth the call. So now, in the peace and beauty of this room, I invite you to take one of those ideas and put it on. Put on the uniform of that call by visualizing yourself being that person, being a closer friend, or seeing yourself bringing light everywhere you go. See yourself having learned a new skill, or see a new relationship, or see a relationship healed. See it, feel it, and live it. Make it real. Oh, so very real in your Christ mind. And this is how you navigate the gap between here and there. And in that process, there's one other thing to do. And that is to simply stand and trust the divine flow of life in, as, and through you, to be your support, to be your anchor, to be your foundation, and just stand in that. And before I close, I want to remind you all there will be a second set of transformation clearing I'm going to have Julia send out this afternoon. There's also some forms if you don't have a way to access on the computer, you can pick up. I only printed a few, so protect our environment. So if you have access on the computer, please don't take one of those. But it's every day a meditation and another spiritual practice. And so I invite all of you to do it. It's amazing. And I've heard from some of you that it's really been wonderful. I know it has been for myself. And so I'll close with, and so it is. So it is. Let's say this together. As I renew my mind, I transform my life. As I answer the call, I evolve my consciousness. As I stand for transformation in times of trouble, I transcend them. And as I commit to all this, I am a living testament to God's beauty, power, grace, and love. And now it is time for our offering. And call the ladies forth with the baskets, and we will sing, or we will do our offering blessing together. Divine love, as He blesses and multiplies all that I have, and all that I circulate. I am so blessed. Thank you, God.
Okay, we're going to sing together, I Am So Blessed, and I decided to also sing this a cappella because I'm in an a cappella mood today. So we're going to sing together. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so so grateful, I am so blessed. Sing it again like you mean it. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I am. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed.
Thank you. Okay, if you all would join me in reading the offering gratitude, please. We give thanks for these many blessings of today and know that they are a symbol of the inexhaustible substance of the universe. I give thanks that 10 times this much or more is now on its way to me and quickly manifests in perfect ways. It will happen. So it is. All right, so do we have any announcements that we need to make? There's a few up here, right? So let's see, our prayer partner for today is Barbara Kelly. Barbara, would you raise your hand? Where are you?
Barbara didn't make it today.
Oh, she didn't make it. Okay, so is there somebody else that's going to be prayer partner today? Volunteers? Oh, very good. Okay, we have a volunteer back here. So our prayer team meeting is every Wednesday at 10 a.m. And Reiki Share Group is every Tuesday at 9:30. The Metaphysical Group every other Wednesday, and our point of contact is Sheila Taylor. And next Sunday's musician is Diana Perez. All right, very good. Let's see. We have a Giving Tuesday on November 28th. Tell us about that.
This is a national known day. Instead of, everybody's doing Black Friday and buying things and blah, blah, blah. So that's what this is for, giving to organizations to benefit the organizations. So that's what that day is all about. I didn't know about it either, but Lori MacLaughlin told me all about it, and I think it's pretty neat. So please consider Unity Church of Sun Lake in your Giving Tuesdays.
Thank you, and it will come back. I'll tell you, I actually had the opportunity to give some payroll deductions at work, and I put in a name for a home for abused women, and I wanted to put a second name in to give another amount, and I didn't get that in. The payroll wouldn't do 2 names. But anyway, they had a drawing, and guess whose name came up in the drawing? So I got a gift certificate to Amazon back for my giving to abused women. So you know, it really comes around. I remember Jeannie saying that to us, Reverend Jeannie telling us it comes back to us. All right, very good. So, okay, yes, Jean.
There are some new rosters on the back table. If you don't have a printer, I emailed them out this last week. I'll email them out again, but there's some printed back here.
Okay, new rosters back there if you don't have
Say rosters?
the capability of printing them up, right? Over there. Okay, very good. All right, so we have a lot of thanks to give. I'm actually going to go over this way because I think maybe I'm in the way of the camera over there. Let's give thanks to, of course, our musicians. Cerise, please. Thank you. Jeanne, our sound engineer. Now, if you don't know, he's a twin, right? So I asked him. This is just off the record. So how do we tell you apart? So guess how we tell them apart.
Beard. He's a little thinner.
He's a little thinner, okay. No, I don't know if he is. What else?
I think I have a skinnier face.
A little thinner in the face. But if all else fails, look at their left hand.
Oh.
They have different tattoos
Oh.
on their left hand. So Jeanne has a scorpion, right? And then his brother has a rose, I thought you said?
I believe so, yeah.
We believe it's a rose. We'll check that next time. So all else fails, you can look at it that way. But thank you so much for assisting us today. And then all of our volunteers. We have, our camera person back there every single Sunday. Let's give her a round of applause. Thank you very much. And we have our people in the back that manage our money back there, or collect our money. Please, thank you very much. And of course, Reverend Jeanne. And for everything she does. Thanks for joining us. All right, so. Oh, yeah, I was.
Jane.
Gallagher, right? Okay. Thank you. So, we have one more for you.
Oh, I do have something to say. Last week, Barb, you missed. What did you miss, Barbara?
What?
Last week, you missed the song. Let there be peace on earth. You were not here, and we sang it last
Oh
week.
my God. I had a blessing last Sunday. I'm not going to brag, but everybody talks about their grandchildren. And my grandson, who never comes out of his room and plays video games and has never done anything, not one thing after school or anything, was in a play.
Oh my God.
And if anybody's interested, it was a singing play. Who knew he could sing? He was at Delphi. We went to California. He was the Oracle of Delphi, and he was dressed like a drag queen. And he had sparkles on his lips and his hair, and he had big long satin gowns, and he had 5 outfits. And anyway, that's where I was last Sunday. So you have to do the peace song again.
Like today.
Next time. Okay, why don't we do this one first, and then if we have time, we can sing a little bit of his song together. Yeah, we have time.
We sure need peace.
Oh my gosh, yes. They put a lot of extra music in this track for me. It took me years to find my purpose here, even more to live my dreams. But I finally found where I belong, and people who believe in me. Now I am grateful for the blessings in my life, and I am grateful for my peace of mind. But there's still more that I want to be. I want to fulfill my destiny. I'm starting here, I'm starting now. I'm stepping into my highest power. I'm stepping out into my greatest yet to be. This is my greatest yet to be. And then they have dancing part. I don't dance. So let's just do the peace song.
Yeah.
We can all stand and we can sing because more peace on earth is what we all need. More peace in our hearts is what we all need, right? Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me.
And let's close with the prayer for protection.
The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Yes, have a wonderful week. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Enjoy every day.